How'd you get home last night, Willie?
I laid there. Skelton, 22. Take one.
CBS presents this program in color.
From Television City in Hollywood.
The Red Skelton Hour. We've got news and we're gonna shout it. It's meant for everyone. If you choose to read all about it, you'll have some extra fun. Just take a look at the headline. It's the sort of report you should know. Since we're approaching our deadline, let us see who will be on the show. Our guest stars, Wynn. Donna Loren. David Rose and his orchestra. The Alan Copeland Singers. The Tom Hansen Dancers. And here he is, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, and good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, did you hear what happened out to the airport? There were two guys. They were putting gasoline in these big planes, see, this high-octane gas. So one of them says, say, that tastes like scotch. And the other says, it does? Go get some paper cups. So they go get the paper cups, and they fill them. The guy says, no, it tastes like bourbon. The other guy says, no, it tastes like scotch. So they drink it, see? Now the scene changes. It's the following morning. One guy calls the other guy up. He says, how do you feel? He says, I'm all right. He says, your stomach bothering you? He says, no. He says, did you burp? He says, no. He says, well, don't. I'm in Chicago. Hey, I feel good. Valentine's Day and everything. Nice vacation times, you know, come around. Hey, Valentine's Day, my wife said to Valentina, says, what did your dad get me for Valentine's Day? So Valentina says, you know that ruby heart with diamonds around it in the jeweler's window? And Georgia says, he shouldn't have. And he says, he didn't. I feel good tonight, though, even though the weather out here is kind of different. Hey, open the door, open the door. That's that funny weather we're having out here in California. Hey, it was so cool the other night, I wanted to get George's breakfast for her. I got out of bed early, see, and I beat the maid up. And I'm out in the kitchen, and I stooped over to put some biscuits in the oven, and the milkman came in. I tell you, with lead lines like that, you don't have to finish, do you? Well, I won't tell you what happened, but we're engaged. You know they're having freezing weather all over the country. I understand up in Reno it was so cold that 3 couples changed their minds. That sneaked up on you. And it's amazing, no matter how cold it gets, girls still go to those parties with those low-cut gowns on. I said to one girl, I don't see what keeps you from freezing. She said, you're not supposed to. And another lady said to her husband, why don't you buy me a fur coat? I'm cold as ice. He says, now you know why. Hey, when I lived in Vincennes, Indiana, when I was a little boy, we had a little cabin, see? And we were snowed in one time. There was my uncle, my grandmother, and my aunt, and my mother and my brothers, and we're snowed in. And I was the littlest one of the bunch, see? So they put me out through a window, and they sent me out for some supplies. They gave me $5. And I came back with 5 quarts of gin and a loaf of bread. Well, I thought they'd kill me. My uncle says, what on earth are we going to do with all that bread? Hey, I've got something that'll keep you warm. It's a little invention of mine to keep you warm, see? It looks like an ordinary bottle, but it's not, see? You open it up, and this is what keeps you warm. But, you know, a lot of people drink to keep warm. The other night, and you know Dean Martin's carrying drinking too far. The other night, he says to me, help me up, will you? I said, I can't help you up. He says, okay, I'll lay here with you. Hey, I got a joke for you now. There were 2 dogs talking, pardon me. 2 dogs were talking, this English bulldog and this big St. Bernard. So the English bulldog, she said, it says, tell me, how did that wedding turn out with the sitter? St. Bernard says, it didn't work out. She got a divorce. She gave him a few pointers. You know, they say if you exercise a lot, it will keep you warm. Now, there's one exercise that's really catching on in this. It's not an exercise, it's more or less a sport. It's karate. So with that in mind, I'd like to show you a little pantomime of an old karate expert showing the new young fella all about karate. Oh, you speak Japanese?
chicks to myself. And then suddenly it happened, a funny little feeling I felt. Yeah, I tried to outrun it, but it finally caught up with me. But how can I run from something that I can't see? Oh, that little bitty teeny weeny thing they call the love bug. Nobody's ever seen it, but it's got the whole world shook up. It all started with a little bitty kiss and a hug. A little bitty teeny weeny thing they call the love bug.
Thought that had me a pretty good style,
but we lost that race by a good old country mile. We were walking all around with our heads held way up high, and then it fooled us, hit us, really took us by surprise. Oh, that little bitty teeny weeny thing they call the love bug. Nobody's ever seen it, but it's got the whole world shook up. It all started with a little bitty kiss and a hug. a little bitty teeny weeny thing they call the love bug. A little bitty teeny weeny thing they call the love bug. Love bug. Love bug.
Now a word from our alternate sponsor, Anderson. Tonight, Red Skelton as Freddie the Freeloader and Ed Wynn in Half a Loafer is Better Than None.
Freddie! Yes? Morning. What's up? Open the window. Say, I'm sure you're glad you got this job so I'll have a place to sleep. This sure beats sleeping on those subway tracks, especially now that the strike has ended, you know.
Look, Freddie. Somebody shot an elephant.
Good heavens. And they say an elephant never forgets.
They don't.
This one did. He forgot the duck.
I don't know, Freddie. Ain't you afraid of sleeping with all these stuffed animals?
As long as they're not stuffed with me, I don't care. You know, they say that these things will trumpet. Say, do you know where a 700-pound gorilla sleeps?
No.
Anywhere he wants to. Hey, I gotta get ready for bed now. I just thought of that, and I'm glad I did. Here.
A toothbrush? How highbrow can you get?
Well, I don't know. Let's turn our toupees around and find out. Well, I gotta plug it in somewhere. Let's see. Electric eel. That ought to do it. Here. Must be from New York. We just had a power failure.
Well, nighty-night, Freddie.
Pajama. Let's get a good night's sleep.
Yeah, we can use one. I'll tell you that. Oh, boy.
There. A good night's sleep. Here we are.
What's that for, Freddie?
Tourists. That's a place to flick my ashes. What else do you think?
Shh, listen. There are two sets of footsteps.
Yeah, it's either two policemen or some drunk on all fours.
What are you going to do now, Freddie?
What am I going to do? I'm already doing it. I'm getting out of here.
Oh.
Here, you wait for me. Here, I'll hide in here. I'll hide in there. There. And we go. I didn't see you. Oh, why did you close the window? Oh, good heavens. Oh.
Come in, right this way, Colonel Jungle Rot. Are you having trouble with a lion, sir?
No, just had an argument with my wife, that's all.
I see, sir. Which is the more difficult, fighting with your wife or fighting with a lion?
Why, fighting with your wife. I couldn't. When the lion runs away, it doesn't take half the community property, don't you think?
Sir, Colonel Jungle Rot,
About practicing, what?
Is it true that you're twice as old as your wife?
I'm twice as old as everybody. That's why I go south for honey. It's all downhill.
Now, while you're looking over your trophies, I'll warm up the room for you.
Yeah, he's an awful nice man, that fellow there. That's a dirty trick.
Gesundheit. Oh, I didn't sneeze. I thought you did.
Oh, no, I gave up sneezing a few years ago. I'm very lucky if I can still breathe, you know.
I'm very happy to know that you're going to go out again and bag more trophies, sir.
Oh, I love to shoot. I love to shoot. Now, you take this hyena here. He never laughed till I shot him. I'll tell you how it happened. I hit him with the back end of an arrow, you know, and the feathers tickled him to death.
How about shooting one out there?
No. Well, now, you take this baboon here, you see? I'll never forget the day that I brought him here in my car, you know. What a day. I had a tiger in my tank and a monk in my trunk.
Hyenas will laugh at anything.
There's a tramp burning in the fireplace.
What? But this is catastrophic. My goodness, he's not even a member.
I'll take him down to the police station. Will you prefer charges, sir?
Well, right now, I'd prefer a good joke.
If you couldn't get a laugh with that chair and a whip, there's nothing going to help us now.
Toss the blighter in the brig.
In the brig.
Whatever that means, I don't know what it means.
Wait a minute now. Let's talk this over.
Now, just a moment. There's nobody ever going to talk back to Colonel Jungle, whatever, the Jungle Rut Freeloader. I'm going to tell you that right now.
That's my name.
What?
My
Your name is Jungle Rut?
No.
Because that's a very common... No.
No, my name is Freddie Freeloader.
Do you know something?
What's that?
I had a baby named Freddie.
You did?
Yes, it was stolen by the gypsies. But you can't blame them because its head was shaped like a tambourine. Say, your name is Freddie?
Yes.
Have you got a strawberry mark on your shoulder that looks like a cantaloupe?
Yes.
Have you?
Yes.
Freddie, my baby.
Daddy.
Yeah, well, now, wait just a minute before you get too affectionate.
What?
You know, you've been away so long, so many years, you owe me an awful lot of, what do you call, Father Day presents, you owe me.
Well, now that I know the size of your nose, I'll send you some handkerchiefs. Oh, I'm glad I'm your little boy, even if it does make Keenan my brother.
Tonight, gentlemen, I, Colonel Jungle Rut Freeloader, I'm going to present my young son, long lost son. Been lost for years. I want to present him as a member of the junior, our club here, the junior club, you see? Would you object to that?
No.
Splendid idea.
I'm very glad. Very
I
glad.
never knew you had a little boy, Colonel. Where was he born?
He was born up on top, right at the very peak of Mount Everest, you know? And when I found him the other day, after all these years, I had a good look, looked right at him. I almost named him Mount Everest, because I just can't get over him.
Little Rhino Hunter, would you bring little Freddie in with our ceremonial boomerang, please?
Yeah.
That's the idea.
My son, I didn't know that you spoke Swahili.
I don't. That's the way English sounds when you got a boomerang stuck down your throat.
Gentlemen, this is my son, Freddie.
Oh.
He's been lost for 40 years.
Well, how come you never found him?
Well, for one thing, I didn't look for him.
I didn't mind because I thought I was made in Japan.
All right now, little explorers, time for roll call.
Yeah, roll call. All right, little explorers.
I am Little Rhino Hunter. I'm not afraid of a rhinoceros.
What a corny kid. you'd be afraid of if you had to spell it.
I am Little Tiger Hunter, and my ambition is to capture a tiger blindfolded.
No kidding.
Oh, that's ridiculous. Where's he going to find a blindfolded tiger? That's ridiculous.
I'm Little Water Buffalo.
Well, I'm glad there's a little water in Buffalo because there's not a drop in New York.
Now, look here. Now, we paid from Little Rhino and Little Tiger and Little Water Buffalo. Yeah. How about you?
Oh, I am Little Chicken. I faint when I open animal crackers.
Yeah, he's a little chicken. My wife is an old hen, and I'll wind up cold turkey. You know?
Well.
Who's your barber, anyhow? I don't know what you've been thinking of, but you better stop it, because your head's going to a point.
Now it is time to initiate our new junior explorer.
Really?
And to begin your initiation, you have to drink the milk of a giraffe.
Oh, well, thank heavens. I thought you was going to give me a barium test.
Son, do you know how to milk a giraffe?
Milk a giraffe? I lost my job in the candy factory because I didn't know how to milk chocolate.
In that case, we'll see if you can withstand pain. This is very important.
Yeah.
We'll try the ceremony of the wee bangy nose bone.
Yeah. You mean the you-bangy?
No, I don't. Wee bangy. Yeah. Wee bangy a bone through your nose.
There we are.
I think I'd rather sleep on a park bench to go. Very funny, very funny. Now, when a dog sees me, he's going to bury my nose.
That proves you can withstand pain. Yeah. And after that joke, it shows that we can, too.
Here, I'll take the bone out.
Oh, careful with my nose. There's a few things I haven't smelled yet.
And now for the next test.
I don't know where you intend to hammer that, but I'm leaving before you try.
No, here, Freddie. You see, now I am going to place a dart inside of this blowgun.
Oh, yeah.
And all you have to do is to hit the target.
Yeah.
Here we go. There we are.
Tell me, when you roam around, do you hear discouraging words? The target? You mean this is for junior explorers?
Ready, aim, fire!
What happened?
I think she just melted my dart.
My goodness, what a gorgeous doll.
Yeah.
My goodness.
Gorgeous doll.
Oh, if I were only 78 again.
Well. Congratulations,
Well,
Freddie.
okay.
Congratulations. You are now a full-fledged member of the Junior Explorers.
Thank you,
Congratulations, my son. Your official title from now on will be Little Skunk.
Well, don't you forget, a little skunk goes a long way.
You know, my son, I'm taking you with me to Africa.
Yeah.
It's a land filled with great danger.
Great dangers, huh? You're not kidding. Why, with those women Marlboro drivers, it's murder.
Marlboro?
You don't think I'm going to say camel on this show, do you?
Hello? Hello? I'm lost. So am I.
Good news, Buona Devil. We have captured a very ferocious gorilla.
Well, if all you could marry was a ferocious gorilla, you'd be very ferocious yourself, you know. Bring him in, bring him in. Bring him right in here. Freddie, you're not a gorilla. What are you doing in there?
You know a better way to get a free taxi cab ride through Africa? Huh?
Gower! Gower! Gower!
Yeah, Sunset and Gower. I know right where it's at. Well, see you later, Pearl.
Son, you know why I've come to Africa?
Why have you come to
Well, I'll tell you. I'm looking for the puka. That's a polka dot gorilla.
A polka dot gorilla?
Yes, sir.
Have you been chewing on that mango root again?
Oh, no. This is really a very, very rare prize.
No.
Puka's 6 feet tall, you know. She walks on her hind legs.
Oh.
Oh, and she's got polka dots from From the head down to the toes that are red and green and blue and purple, yeah.
Well, if that's all you've got to go on, how are you going to recognize her when you see her?
Well, she carries a yellow pocketbook.
Well, that'll do it,
Yeah? Say, for heaven's sakes, that must be the polka dot gorilla now. She sounds angry, too.
Oh, it's either that or she's got gas. I says either that or she's got gas.
That's going to be it. Oh, you don't want me to say that, do you?
Yeah.
All right, say the line again.
Either that or she's got gas.
Gas? Well, it could be. We're near the Belgian Congo. My goodness. You know, I'm scared.
Yeah, I am too. Somebody's back from the wagon.
Let's get out of here. Come on, come on, come on.
Let's get out of here right now.
Yes, I'll sit in this end here. Right? Now, wait till I tell you to go. Wait a minute, wait a minute.
Gee, this is hard,
You ready?
Warner.
Go.
That's funny. We're both paddling, but the scenery stays the same.
Say, I know what's wrong.
What's wrong?
We're paddling in the opposite direction.
Well, for goodness sakes, let's change sides.
Now the program's going to be different, Graham. He paired me up. I don't know what part I'm playing. Oh, that's better, isn't it?
Yeah, this is much better. Well, that's Africa for you. You turn your back 1 minute and somebody steals half of your canoe.
Our only chance is really to try to capture the polka dot gorilla. Come on.
Let's don't have to worry about getting your feet wet. This is the dry season.
Pick up my butt. I need a rifle.
Yeah, right there. Hey,
You know what I'll do? I'll set a rifle. Now, what can we use for bait besides me?
I'll get some bananas. I'll get some bananas.
Yeah, where you going? This I don't understand at all.
Here you are. Oh, a banana! Hey! That's Puka.
That's Puka.
Looks like Phyllis Diller on her way back from the beauty shop.
Oh, see, I can read that kind of language.
You can?
She's pounding out a message to you.
Oh, she has?
Yeah, she said, I love you. She said,
Oh, I don't remember encouraging her.
Well, it's the law of the jungle. You know that snake that you threw away?
Yeah.
It landed around her neck, and that means that you're engaged.
To the snake?
No, to the gorilla.
Oh, well, that's a little more practical. Gosh, being married to a snake, you don't know where to slip on the ring.
Isn't that life for you, though? Isn't that life for you? Here with my boy, lost for 40 years, and now that I found him, he's going to get married and settle down in the jungle.
Oh, well, look at the bright side of it. You haven't lost a son. You have gained a daughter who needs a shave.
Look here. Freddie.
That ain't helping your flat chest. You know that.
Shall we start all over again? She wants to know how much money you got in the bank.
Oh, is that what that was? How much?
Yeah.
I don't have a penny.
You don't?
Well, I'll tell you, she left because I'm broke. I'll tell you, she's almost human.
Yeah. Well, it's just as well.
Why?
It's just as well, son. But you probably, well, you wouldn't have gotten any place. You wouldn't have amounted to anyone married to a lady gorilla.
Well, don't be silly. What about the fellow that married the lady bird? He got to be president. And now, ladies and gentlemen, our guest star tonight is one of my dearest friends. He's a beloved giant in our industry, one of the nicest and the dearest men that I've ever known, Mr. Ed Wynn. You know, I'm especially glad you're here tonight because we have a little surprise for you, Ed.
Really?
Yes. Here.
What is it?
Well, one thing, I didn't do half the things we did at rehearsal. You know, this is a milestone in Ed's life. This year he's going to be 80 years old.
What are you going to do? What are you going to do?
I'm going to light this so you can blow these out.
Me blow out 80 candles? My goodness. Before I could blow out 80 candles, I'd be 81.
Yeah, I need that lighter that you used to have in your shows in the years ago. You used to have a lighter that would have a little arrow that point to the nearest guy with a match.
Does it work?
Yeah, I suppose to. Oh, well, just
Spot.
as good for one for any.
There you are. I'll try it. I'll try
All right, go ahead. Well, I've heard of tired blood, but I mean, tired breath, that's another thing.
I got an idea.
What's that?
Cut off about a slab with about 30 candles in it.
Cut 30 candles.
Yeah, would you do that?
Oh, sure, I can do that. Here, right here's about where they've got it marked. Isn't that nice? There you are. Now,
see, I can do that.
how about that?
Thank you very, very much.
Wait a minute. What are you going to do with the rest of the
What?
candles?
What?
What are you going to do with the rest of them?
Oh, I'll let Keenan blow those out. This year he'll be 50.
He's really a remarkable man at 80. Of course, he's slowed down a little. He doesn't run after girls anymore. He uses a skateboard. And now for our musical guest star, the lovely young Donna Loren, with the Alan Copland Singers and the Tom Hansen Dancers.
When you meet a boy that you like a lot and you fall in love, but he loves you not, if a flame should start as you hold him near, better keep your heart out of danger, dear. For the way of love is the way of war, and the day may come when you'll see him go. Then what will you do when he sets you free, just the way that you said goodbye to me? When you meet a boy that you like a lot and you fall in love, but he loves you not, if a flame should start as you hold him near, better keep your heart out of danger, dear. For the way of love is the way of war, and the day may come when you'll see him go. Then what will you do when he sets you free, just the way that you said goodbye to me? That's the way of love, the way of
This is just a little samba built upon a single note. Other notes are bound to follow, but the root is still that note. Now this new one is the consequence of the one they've just been through, as we're bound to be the unavoidable consequence of you.
There's so many people who can talk and talk and talk and just say nothing or nearly nothing. We have used up all the scale we know, and at the end we come to nothing or nearly nothing.
So I come back to my first notes, as I must come back to you. I will pour into that one note all of the love I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole show, re mi fa sol la ti do, he will find himself with no show. Better play the note you know. You don't have to be a great virtuoso, 'cause you don't have to know so many notes in this song. Even though you're used to fail on the scale, you can wail, and we promise you will never go wrong. You've got a choice of 8, pick a note between a C and an A. You're okay if you do. So they'll say your voice is great with no melody to juggle around. You could sound like Caruso. Trust me, there's nothing to it. You'll see that you can do it. Simply come back to my first note, 'cause I must come back to you. I will pour into that one note all the love I feel for you. Anyone who wants the whole show, re, mi, fa, sol, la, ti, do, he'll find himself with no show. Better play just the note you know. Better play just the note. Better play the one note song. One note.
Poor Johnny One Note sang out with gusto and just overloaded the place. Poor Johnny One Note yelled willy-nilly until he was blue in the face. For holding one note was his ace. Couldn't hear the brass,
Couldn't hear the drum.
he was in a class by himself, by God. He took his one note, howled like the north wind, brought forth wind that made critics rave, while there he turned round in his grave.
Cats and dogs stopped yapping, lions in the zoo all were jealous of Johnny's big trill.
Thunderclap stopped clapping, traffic ceased its roar, and they tell us Niagara stood still. He stopped the train whistles, boat whistles, steam whistles, cop whistles, all whistles bound to his So sing Johnny One Note out loud.
Sing Johnny One Note.
Pick a song and we'll arrange it.
Sing Johnny One Note.
Pick a note and never change it.
Sing Johnny One Note out
Now a word from our alternate sponsor, Reynolds Aluminum. And now the silent spot, starring Red Skelton in The Millionaire's Son Goes to Work. Don't go away. Red will be back in a minute. Here he is again, Red Skelton.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. On behalf of our sponsors and staff, we sincerely hope that our entertainment and our products have brought happiness into your homes. So until next week, we say goodbye for now, and may God bless. Good night, and thank you.
That there were more to do. Make a date for next week's edition, 'cause we'll be paging you. So goodbye until the moment when see you all again. To our friends near and far, fare thee well, au revoir.
This is Art Gilmore speaking.